President and CEO of ATAC Resources, listed on the TSX Venture Exchange. And welcome to the Invest Yukon virtual site tour at the Rackley Gold Project. We're here today at the Rackley Gold Project, located within the traditional territory of the Nacho-Nyak-Dun First Nation. The Rackley Gold Project is 185 kilometers long, 1,700 square kilometers, and is comprised of 3 separate projects. The Osiris, Orion, and the Ra. The Ra project hosts the advanced stage Tiger deposit and is situated in the polymetallic district with over 20 other unexplored targets. And it hosts almost 500,000 ounces of gold at just over 3 grams. The Orion project hosts Carlin-type gold mineralization over a 2.5 kilometer strike length and is along a regional scale Anubis fault. The Osiris project hosts Canada's first Carlin-type gold discovery with an inferred resource of 1.7 million ounces over 4 grams. We initially found the Tiger gold deposit when we were looking for tungsten. At the very edge of our soil sample line, we found multi-gram gold in soils right up here at the Tiger deposit, and that was in 2007. We followed that up with more exploration, lots of drilling, and we've delineated the Tiger gold deposit. The Tiger gold deposit is quite unique in its very high grade, an oxide deposit. One of the holes that we drilled many years ago was 28 meters at 24 grams, probably one of the highest gold grades ever drilled in the Yukon. We recently redid our PEA, and at a sensitivity of 1,550 gold at US, we get about $160 million MPV with a 70% IRR. Obviously with today's gold prices, it's probably substantially higher than that. This year's program is centered around the airstrip target. It's a 12 square kilometer gold anomaly that we haven't really followed up. In 2016, we had 2 holes that bottomed in mineralization. One was 13 meters at 1.5 grams. The other was 22 meters of just under a gram. We're really excited about this project and this target this year. So we're going to be doing about 10 to 20 RAB holes, and then we're bringing in the diamond drill right away to do between 2, 3, 4,000 meters, depending on what we're finding. It's going to be the first time that a major drill program has been done on the airstrip property. Welcome to the Osiris Project. This is where we have the Osiris resource at the eastern end of the Rackley Gold Project. Just down here is where we had our discovery hole back in 2010. Our first hole when we came out here was initiated because we had a team come in here for 2 days and take a whole bunch of talus samples, and we were getting 2, 3, 5, 10 gram gold in talus. It was spectacular. So immediately we staked a little bit more ground. We got the drills out here as fast as we could. It's the first Carlin style resource ever found outside of Nevada, so it's pretty spectacular. You can see right down here, that pad right there, our first hole, we drilled 65 meters of just over 4 grams, so just an amazing hole for our very first hole. That obviously was a major discovery. We followed up with, I think it was 9 more holes that year. I think every single one of them hit gold mineralization with significant widths, and here you have it. That we now have well over 200 holes, and then our other primary resource is the Conrad, which is just over here. So between 4 open pits here, between Osiris and Conrad, we have just over 1 million ounces at over 4 grams in open pit, for a total resource of almost 1.7 million ounces at a grade of over 4 grams. So, and that's our maiden resource. So it's spectacular. All of these are wide open. We did a little bit more drilling in 2018. We haven't put those holes into the resource, but we stepped out on 2 of our main targets, our zones, and hit significant mineralization. So there's every one of these targets out here is still open for extension. So just for an early stage discovery, it's one of the highest grade open pit resources, over 1 million ounces in North America for a maiden resource. So quite spectacular. We've just arrived at the Orion Project, which is in between it's just 10 kilometers from the Osiris Project. 2012, we came out to Nubis. We had some other anomalies out here. We found some, I think it was like 10, 20 gram float material. We set up the drill pad. This also is Carlin style mineralization out here. Hole 1 was up there at, again, 20 meters of 8.5 grams. We also got, in 2012, 9 grams over 16 meters. And then in 2011, we also got 15 meters of a gram. The majority of our work that was done to the east over here, we were getting great grades, but the scale of this is incredible. 2 kilometers away, we've got a nice grade of almost 10 grams over about 3 meters. Obviously, this is a target. It's a major fault, and it's just a lack of drilling. You know, that we need to get back here and do some drilling. But the potential in this fault area is absolutely enormous.
I'm Adam Coulter. I'm the Vice President of Exploration for ATAC Resources. We're here at our Rackley Gold Project. We have some core from our Tiger gold deposit. Starting out, looking at our sulfide zone. So the gold here was deposited by a nearby intrusion. We've done some age dating to confirm the mineralization here that we see at Tiger is the same age as a causative intrusion about 2 kilometers to the east of here. And what we see at depth is this beautiful tiger striping in the geology, and we've got these bands of pyrite and arsenopyrite. Some of them, as they get closer to surface, are oxidized and move into some geology that looks a lot more like this. You can see some of the original textures within the rocks, just like over there, just like that tiger striping, but again, has been exposed to the air for such a long period of time that it's been oxidized. And the great result out of this oxidation process is that we end up with really great recoveries of gold, seeing averages of over 90%.
As we come back up to the top of the ridge here, I think it's pretty important to just kind of give you a sense of scale of the project. We've got, you know, that we're at the eastern end of the project right now. We have about 10 more kilometers or so to the east. But as far as you can see, directly west, we own another 170 kilometers of property. We own the entire district, and it's completely unencumbered. There's no royalties, incredible amount of potential, and we own it all. Because we've done so much work over the years, there's no cost for assessment. So we could hold this property at 0 cost until I believe it's 2035 and 2040. So that's the beauty of the Yukon, is that there's no annual fees. If you do the work, you can apply that assessment for years to come.